Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. Feel free to contact Gio on Instagram with any news, tea, or updates at Gio_said_it. Now, today we're talking about last night's episode of Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 15. Smells like bad decisions. There wasn't much. It was a snooze fest. Getting right into it, Chance. Taylor asked Chance about this guy, Baba, whatever his name is, that was going around up and down their house, like, asking Chance and Bobby where Chance was. And she called him, and Chance was like acting like he didn't know who that was. So when he got home, she questioned him, and she was like, I feel like you're lying to me. Like, you know who that was. So he explained as he was on the phone. Can you hear me? I'm not going to stay on here long, Shayla. It was nothing to even talk about. Yeah, it was on. You missed it? Yeah, because it was boring. Yeah, it was on WETV. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can somebody let me know if they can hear me? So she questioned him. She's like, I feel like you were lying to me. Like, you knew this person. And he admits to it. He's like, yeah, I did some stuff for him. I sold some stuff and I forgot. I owe him some money. And he's talking to her while he's on his phone. Like, what are you doing on your phone all the time? You talking to women or something? Why are you always on your phone? So he lied. She caught him in a lie again. She goes, this is another thing you lied about. The list is just getting longer and longer and longer. And it's like, we know Chance is just Chance. Like, he's just, Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. So other than that, that was it. She got mad. She cussed him out. He was like, oh, you need to stop trying to be my mom. Then he did this weird temper tantrum thing where he kicked his feet in the air. It was odd. But speaking of Chance, what is this? You let this girl, that 24-year-old that you just met at AKA allegedly Walmart, be around your son Mason. How does Taylor feel about that? Because I also heard a video from, according to Amber this morning, that this girl was selling herself allegedly for money and also allegedly having STD. So, and allegedly they put a nasty tape on her Instagram of y'all doing what y'all do. I mean, this is who you let this woman around your son? And allegedly she's a fan of the show and she's been trying to get at other cast members. She thought you were a piece of shit what you did to Taylor, and now she's with you because she's trying to get 15 minutes of fame, allegedly. This is all what I heard from, according to Amber. I'm just saying what I heard because I thought that video was interesting. And you guys didn't use protection, okay? You're nasty, bruh. You are nasty. But moving on, you're disgusting. Then we have Justine and Michael. So they're out in Rhode Island still, and she's wearing this gigantic coat. I don't know what's going on. They go to this restaurant and they meet up with the moms. They meet up with Sherry and Maria. And, we remember Sherry from that season where she was like, what do you do for a living? And, she wasn't too happy about the pregnancy, which I don't blame her. Seems like she does a lot. Hey, GSP. So they went to dinner, and this is when Justine and Michael were planning on telling the moms that they plan on moving to Vegas, that they don't plan on moving to Rhode Island. So what happened is Maria pulls out this gift bag. So Justine's all smiles and she thinks, oh, they're giving me something for the baby. And what's in the gift bag is this, a paternity test. So I thought this was really disrespectful. And this was something that was brought up before. I think that I think Maria has some trauma from one of her other kids who she found out the grandbaby wasn't even hers. So she's carrying that over into this relationship. Justine hasn't been with anybody else. So there's no need for paternity tests. They've already, I feel like this is just like I don't know. Let this people tell you what this is. Hold on. Let me find this.
Boring.
What he said. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about his paternity test. But what I do want to know is how you got Sherry to co-sign on that house in Vegas. Can we talk about that? Miss Sherry, how and why? Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. I was calling that coat the Red Cross disaster. Yeah, what was up with that coat? I think the coat had potential to be cute, but it was just so big and looks like a tent. It just wasn't. It wasn't giving what I guess she wanted it to give. Yeah, but anyway, next. Who else? Red and Joy Nomi. Now, it was really cute seeing Red reunite, not even reunite, but meet Sway for the first time. And I thought that was great. That was cute and stuff like that. But why are you letting this boy call this man dad? Your relationship is already based on lies and infidelity. Every time his phone rings, you're questioning why his phone is ringing. That's not a real relationship. You shouldn't have to do all that. So he's at home watching the baby while you're at work. He's not working and he's playing hide and go seek with the baby, etc. That's fine and stuff. But him calling him daddy, that does not sit well with me. Look how cute he is. Like, he literally has her face. His face is exactly her face. Him calling Red dad just did not, it rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, why on earth is this boy being set up for heartbreak? Like, why give him that? Just have him call him Red or Graylin, whatever his name is. Two kids playing. I'm screaming. But it was really cute. Seeing him and Sway together, the love, it was so beautiful. I will give them that. That was such a beautiful thing. But for her to bring this person into the boy's life, calling him dad, just for them to not, we know in real time they're not together. It was really messed up. Like, that's Joy. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like, Sway calling Red his dad. I don't, because this is just like another heartbreak. He don't know any other father figure, and you bring this man around who's not even sticking around. So it's just not right. And then, like, the sister Destiny called talking about, oh, women know that you're out and stuff like that. Why on earth are you telling him that? He's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about going home to visit since I'm not working. Da 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 da. I'm just ready to see the whole breakup scene because we know that's coming, and I also want to see him confess to sleeping with Julie because we know that's coming. Didn't like anything about it. Exactly. His son is so cute. Yup. This is why kids are confused. Exactly. She should have never had the boy calling him dad. That was really, like, off-putting to me. I think she would know better. Like, why would you do that? I don't like that. You already said, oh, if a man come in out of your life, that's one thing. To come in out of your son's life is another thing. I agree with that. But why would you think it's okay to call him dad? Why teach him that? That I don't like. Anyway, moving along. What else? Then we had Krock. Krock went and applied for a job. Krock went and applied for a job for HVAC, and he was really nervous because he felt like, him being transgender, that was kind of a strike against him. So he was worried about them checking the ID and it saying female and, whatever. It wasn't much. So they had an interview with him, and he pretty much got the job. And then also they're trying to bring in this new storyline of his brother Dez, saying that Dez is missing and how they're trying to meet with him. He won't show. Mother was all stressing out about it, talking about, she didn't want to tell Krock because she didn't want Krock to end up in the shoe over and over again, even though he already was. I don't know. It was kind of a boring storyline, no offense. He got the job doing the HVAC work, which we already knew from the interview that he had with Gio a couple of months ago. But my question is, if you watch them on social media in real time, I question if either of them even work, because they go live at all times, all hours of the day. I never see them on site. I never see them at any type of employer. So are you guys even working right now? Or, I don't know. It's just a question. I'm just curious. I mean, every time I see you guys are at home or you're on dates, you're never really at work. So, I mean, when the show first started airing, I used to see, what's her face, the little girl at the nail shop, but I don't see her working on nails anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Do y'all work? Like, you said you want to take care of Brittany financially, which is fine, but are you working? Because I don't see that you're at work. Yeah, does anybody else catch that? They're never at work when they go live, and they go live all hours of the day, midday, morning, afternoon, evening, and they're never at work. But anyway, then we have Lindsay, or somebody would call her Lion Lindsay. Lindsay was talking to her daughter, 13-year-old Miley Grace, about, the idea of her marrying Blaine. And the daughter was like not really feeling it. She goes, I never had a father figure. Why would I want one now? Like, it's, she feels like she doesn't really need that. That's neither here nor there. I didn't care for that storyline really. So they go meet with her attorney. And this is the attorney right here. But what caught me most was what the attorney was wearing on his feet. Now, what are these folks? What is that? Men don't be getting their feet done. So what is that? I was like, what is the strap going in between that toe? And I don't know. It just was too much. Yeah, Lindsay's trying to be scary and it's not working for her. I mean, she's all, oh, okay. Basically, the lawyer's saying that she's facing 40 years in prison. And because she has pending charges with the whole situation, like with Scott, how she carved his thing. Now, the way she looked when she was on the show that year compared to the way she does now, she definitely looked like she was on something. Her makeup was crazy. She had these weird piercings. She couldn't sit still. I can see now that she was not clean. She admits to it that she's just now being clean. So whatever. Take responsibility that you screwed up that man's rented home, and you're the reason why you're facing these charges. You go and move your daughter into your house knowing that you'll be going away. Blaine talking about, oh, it's great if we get married and stuff like that, but what if she goes away? Da da da. I get that, whatever. So the lawyer needs $20,000. to to help her out or whatever. I don't know, I couldn't really even listen to that scene. It was so boring and it seemed fake to me. So she has this woman named 6 or 7 or something, I don't know what the hell number, talking about, I don't have $20,000 in my bank, that people owe me money from when I was in the streets, and 7 has always been loyal to me and she's still about that streets, and I never pick up money myself, I have her do it. Girl, you gonna sit here burn up all this gas to pick up $100 here and there? Girl, bye. Your storyline is not working for you. Those are worse than Jesus sues. I don't know what those were. Don't nobody want a Jeffrey Dahmer looking stepdaddy. Acts like a dealer. Lindsay kills me. Yeah, she's fake ish. Those sandals. I don't care about them looking cheap. They just look weird because men's feet, they don't be cleaning their feet right, especially them straight men. So you're gonna have that thong coming into that funky ass toe. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so she was basically putting me to sleep. It was not giving. Okay, it was this.
Boring.
Yeah, what they said. Chancletas. What is that? I don't even know if I said that right. But moving along, that was Lindsay's storyline, trying to act like she was doing all this stuff to try to get money here and there. You burn out more gas than you're going to actually get back from these people that owed you money from like 15 years ago. Miss me with the bullshit. It's boring. Good night. This is the third man you're on the show with. I mean, she's doing good or whatever in her life in real time, and that's great. But your storyline isn't giving. I need you to get the hell off the show. Moving along, then we had Cameron. So Cameron's out here shooting a music video. Aries is out here house shopping because they got kicked out of their home because him being a felon, the HOA people were not having it. So they have like a, I don't know, I forgot if it was 30 days or whatever it was, 60 days or something to find another place to live. So she's out here 8 months pregnant looking for a place to live. He's shooting music videos at a strip, what they call that place? I'm having a brain fart. Where's that place that the strippers dance? I can't even think of it. Oh, Sandals in Espanol. Okay. So he's having a music video over there at the strip club, right? And she's over there looking for houses with her friend. And she found a house that she likes. And she's talking about, the house is about $400,000. She does data entry for a living. And the down payment, closing everything, they're going to need to put down at least $12,000 for this house. So Cameron's out here shooting a music video. And the last video he did, she was saying cost about $8,000. So she was like, wait a minute. So he's prioritizing his brat career over, our living situation. And it's not sitting well with her. She's getting irritated. She's pregnant. She's hormonal. I get it. That money could go towards a roof over their head, which is, I get it. That's very important. I get that. So she's like, man, I wish he could have come with me to look for these houses, but he's out there shooting a music video. So he's over there thinking, okay, these music videos, I got to pop them out now. I want to do at least 5 of them because once the baby comes, I'm going to be at home for a while. And he's talking about how the videos and stuff, his music, once he gets it on the internet, his social media posts, things like that make him money. So he's saying it's gonna bring money in. So she's like speeding. She starts tracking him on her phone. She's speeding to go find out where he is because he's not even answering his phone. And she pulls up, and this is the face. When I seen this, I was like, ooh, I would be a little scared too. The way she was looking at him, I was like, wait. The way she looked right here, she looks so mad. Like, it was so funny. Somebody said Lindsay is a paper gangster. Chancletas is slippers. Okay, y'all teaching me something new. Rappers come and go. But the way that Miss Aries was looking right here was hilarious. Like, and then her friend with them massive earrings, they look so pissed off. So she was like, I'm gonna need you to get down here and come talk to me. Because she gets in there, she sees this big booty woman here, shaking her tail and all that. And, whatever. So they go in the back behind the stage and they get into it. He's like, well, she's like, you should be out here helping me look for these houses, not shoot these videos and blah, blah, blah. And then he started raising his voice. He was a little bit disrespectful, if you ask me. She was like, well, don't come home. He was like, get out of my face then. It was hilarious when Ass was clapping and Cameron was in his own world, acting like he's something. Meanwhile, he's getting a death stare. That look on her face had me screaming. But yeah, so Aries was pissed. She was like, this is bullshit. Like, that money could go towards down payment of a house. Like, and he was like, get out of my face. You're stressing me and the baby out. Like, it was disrespectful. And he was laying down when he was talking to her. He wasn't standing up. So I don't know. Yeah. And Lena was like, because he was like, Lena, have you ever had to go, have you ever had to worry about a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food in your stomach? She was like, yeah, you had us looking at RVs. She didn't quite understand. She was like, why are we looking at RVs if we're set? You know what I mean? It's like, Aries already said their money's tight. He was trying to say that was for his, his music career, the tour bus and stuff like that. But either way, that little part was a little bit interesting. Other than that, the entire episode, I would rate it a Z. I wouldn't even give it an F. It was a Z. It was super boring. I'm not gonna hold you guys for too long because I was falling asleep all throughout it. It took me a long time to even watch it. It just wasn't what it was before. So,
Boring.
yeah, it was boring. Lena's almost as tall as Cam. That like Rashida and Eric Disson popping at the hotel. Lena has more sense than her parents. He's a trip. But moving on, let's get into this Twitter time really quick. Key-Rock got a job while Chance is in the bed inside an unfinished house playing Candy Crush. Right, what is he doing on the phone like that? He's sitting up on the phone. You can't even have an adult conversation. You're sitting there clicking on the phone, then you're picking your feet up, kicking your feet up in the air like you're 2 years old. What do you got going on, sir? And this whole thing with this little girl that you're dating right now that potentially could have an STD, and you're doing it raw, like, ew. Like, if you guys haven't heard Amber, according to Amber's video from this morning, you probably should go watch it so you see what I'm talking about. It just made me like want to vomit. And they put this like disgusting explicit video on her Instagram, her latest Instagram. It's like you don't even use protection, and it's disgusting. And her ex even said that she was selling herself. So it's like, this is who you're involving yourself with, and she's a fan, and she tried to get at Deontay before. Like, it's just giving just all around nasty, all allegedly. Okay. Evie looking with stage for a storyline. Lena's like their financial advisor. Mo and Derek and Heather are more interesting. RB looking stage for a stupid storyline. Chance is a sorry gaslighter. Nothing is attractive about him. Yeah, so if you guys want to hear more what I'm saying, you guys got to go. Yeah, a whole damn 304 was selling her ass, allegedly, and allegedly have an STD, and the guy won't even say what kind of STD it is, allegedly. But she's in here doing it raw with Chance and posting it on Instagram. Vomit. Disgusting. And then you had this girl around your son. I know Taylor was pissed. I don't know. I would assume that she knows that this girl was around their son. And there you have it right there. I wouldn't want her anywhere near my child. Okay? Like, no. But anyway, moving on. And a big fat allegedly. I'm just saying what I heard. Allegedly. Okay? But moving on. Next slide. Eris said that she does data entry and her gremlin husband is a customer service rep and she's looking at a $400,000 house. Ma'am, what? It's crazy to me how Justine doesn't want to be far from her grown daughter who is going to college, but doesn't mind Michael being away from his 3 little kids. I agree with that. Like, her daughter is grown, right? And his kids are so young. They already missed out years because he was incarcerated. And now it's like that. I'm not quite understanding the dynamic here. Because Justine gets to be with all her kids, right? And he only gets to be one full time. So I don't get it. Either way, y'all boring anyway. Yeah. Oh, Monique is here. Lex. Next slide. Chance was fighting to get out of bed. Chance tore that house up. He's a real homewrecker. Exactly. And he needs to start getting his, what you call that? He need to get his checkup. Because if that stuff is true, that she has some STD and the guy's not even willing, the ex is not willing to say what kind it is, y'all need to get y'all full panels done. The saddest part about Taylor's story is she's doing perfectly fine with her girls. Then Chance came and gave her nothing but a baby, $50,000 in debt and bitch assness. Yep, that part. Even if a paternity test is necessary. In this case, though, it doesn't seem to be. Disguising a test kit as a gift for the baby is disrespectful and tacky. Mind your business, lady. Yeah, like, she has trauma from her past. Like, she's talking about something totally different from another child that she had, the grandchild ended up not being her grandchild. Don't put that on Justine. That she ain't got nothing to do with that. As boring and annoying as they are to watch, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You need to go back to Maury Popovich, okay? Next. Did Chance really just do the little kid full body leg kick temper? I know that. I saw that. That was so pathetic. LMAO, sir, please go directly to hell. Lindsay makes sure she has money for them nails. Exactly. Aren't you? If you're strapped for cash, why are your nails always on fleek? What's going on here? Only a ratchet sister would tell their brother, Red, that other women knows he's out and they're wanting to see him. Yeah, she did say that. I do like Destiny. She's cool. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm finna get off here. This shit was boring as fuck. I think later in the season, people won't let him move to Vegas. Oh, later on in the season, Parole won't let him. Well, we know in real time they live in Vegas, so they might just make that up for hell. They might even use production as the voice and make production sound like they're the ones in Parole, because we know they live over there right now. Why would you bring your baby outside after someone pull up on your ass? Lindsay knew she had pending charges and let her daughter move before figuring it out. Yeah, Lindsay, I don't give a damn about her. She was laid, he was laying up in that bed with them nasty jeans on. Oh, I didn't even notice that. He just makes me sick. The whole thing with that little girl, that little 24-year-old, the whole thing is just a huge red flag. I hope Taylor never gets back together with him. That is freaking disgusting. If those things that I heard this morning on Amber's video are true, he is disgusting. Talking about, at first I heard that she came from Reddit. Then it's a lie allegedly that he met her in Walmart. I mean, it's like, what is it? Turns out that she left her fiance for chance just because he was on. Girl, anyway, y'all go and watch that. The whole thing sounds dusty, but that was the end of the show. It was hella boring. I think the next thing that's coming up is that 3-part series about the people that were wrongfully committed or wrongfully convicted. So we may discuss that. I don't know. Other than that, if I find any tea out, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. Feel free to contact Gio on Instagram with any tea news or updates at Gio_said_it. She looks like a Walmart skank. Ooh. But turns out the ex did confirm that she is 24. Like, she's not, even though she looks and sounds 18, she turns out she is of age. The whole situation gives me the EBGBs. If you guys go on her Instagram, you'll see that nasty ass video that she put up there of her and Chance doing what they do. And I did not see any rubbers in there. So if it's true that her medical is messed up, don't get in my business till you marry me. Right. He was disrespectful. Child, who will marry you at this point? You're swimming in debt allegedly. Let me not even get started. Yes, nasty. Yeah, very nasty. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Have a good rest of your weekend.